ASMR Retro Forever. Hey guys, welcome back to ASMR Retro. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I want to show you my favorite unintended ASMR videos, or unintentional ASMR, which is basically when you see a YouTube video that wasn't intended to be ASMR, but it gives you tingles anyway. So I found quite a few of them over the years that gave me a lot of enjoyment, so I wanted to share them with you, and I'm going to put a link to all these videos in the description, and I'm curious to know if they give you guys tingles as well. Some of these I think you might think are a little bit weird from an ASMR perspective. I'm curious to see if they actually work for anybody else. Alright, let's get started. The first video is this one right here. It's called Creative Labs Keyboard Drum Demonstration. The best keyboard drummer ever. Maybe best drummer ever. And it's on a channel called the Cybersalt site. Now, I don't think that's the original upload. I think this video has existed on many channels over the years, and it's kind of become a meme. But basically, and this channel was uploaded on 2009, and it's basically this guy demonstrating a keyboard, a Creative Labs keyboard, yeah. And it's a short 2-minute video, but he's basically showing off the drum capabilities of the keyboard, which are pretty impressive. And he starts off by doing a slow, basic lesson, I guess, about which keys make which drum sound. But by the end of the video, he's doing some crazy fast drum solo. I'll skip ahead a bit. I don't want to actually, show any of the video. I don't want to get a copyright strike or anything. But yeah, here you can see a close-up of his hands, and they look blurry because he's moving them so fast. And yeah, he's doing this crazy fast drum solo, which is actually pretty cool. Now you might be thinking, well, how could this possibly give me ASMR? Like, drums are loud, right? So how can I get relaxation out of this? But I think for me it worked because although you hear the drums through the speaker, you can also hear the clacking of the keys. The click, clack, click, click, click as he's pressing the keys. You can hear that underneath kind of thing, and I find that super, super relaxing, especially like in the last 50 seconds of the video when he starts like going ham on that keyboard. Oh my goodness, I watched this video so many times when I found it. I can't tell you how many times I watched this video over and over and over and over again, because this was before I knew that there were ASMR videos on YouTube. I didn't even know it had a name or whatever. I wasn't even really sure what it was. So I just watched this thing so many times, and to this day it still gives me tingles, but I have to kind of be in the right mood for it. But yeah, I'm curious to know if this will work for anybody else. And actually, cool side point is that this guy here, someone interviewed him a few years ago, and they asked him about how does he feel that this became like a meme or whatever. And he said something like, he never thought that 20 or 30 years after, he made this video that people would still be getting enjoyment out of it. So it's pretty cool. It seems like an interesting guy. Alright, next video. This one is called The Expendables Part 1, Why Van Damme Really Was Not in It. And it was uploaded by Bearded Gamers on January 3rd, 2011. So this is a parody of a real life situation. So basically in real life, Sylvester Stallone wanted Van Damme to be in the first Expendables movie. So he phoned him, and apparently the conversation didn't go very well. And, because of that conversation not going well, Van Damme ended up not being in the movie. I don't remember the exact details of it, but it's definitely happened because Sly Stallone confirmed it. But anyways, this guy is sort of recreating that phone call in a humorous way. So he's imitating Van Damme, and he's imitating Sylvester Stallone in this phone call. And man, he does the Van Damme voice like almost basically perfect, and it's like spot on. And the Sly voice, I'll skip so you can see him here. Yeah, there he is. The Sly voice is not as good, but it's still funny. Like, it's more exaggerated. It's not as realistic, I'll say that, but it's still funny. But anyways, yeah, it's a pretty funny conversation, but the ASMR for me comes in the way he does Van Damme's voice. It's like a very, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but like a very soft, almost whispered voice. And you can hear some like mouth sounds a little bit or whatever, so very, very relaxing. And I still get strong tingles from this video, not from the slide parts, but from the Van Damme parts. Definitely very, very strong tingles happening. And he also made a part 2 for this video, for that whatever parody. This one's part 2, uploaded a couple days later, and not as funny, and but still funny. But this time it's basically Arnold talking to Van Damme over the phone. His Arnold impression wasn't very good, but you know, it's still funny, and you still get a lot of tingles from the way he does Van Damme's voice. So you might want to check this one out as well. Okay, this one's cool. It's called Armenian Wings Sun. I don't know if that's how you say it. Third level, Yelena Farosin. Sorry, I probably said the name wrong. Uploaded by Asniv Mikelian. Once again, I apologize saying it wrong. And it was uploaded on July 21st, 2016. So this is a martial art. I guess it's a demonstration, or maybe like she was being tested for the third level kind of thing. Like, you know how, like, I don't know that much about martial arts, but I know like when you want to move to the next level, you gotta do like some kind of test, right? You gotta show that you can do some kind of whatever. So I think that's what this is. And so you have this lady here, and she, you know, in the beginning of the video, she's doing her moves and like a sequence of moves. I guess a rehearsed sequence of moves, and it's so relaxing because you can hear like the fabric of her uniform moving as she moves, you know, kind of ruffling, or what's the word, just the fabric moving or whatever. And you can see her feet, I guess it's a feature of this martial art, but you can see her feet like kind of swiveling side to side on her heel, and that makes a really nice sound on the carpet. And then there's a part, let's see if I can find it. I think right here, yeah. Oh no, I don't think this is it, but anyways, she does this thing where she kind of like moves on the carpet. She does it around here, but I can't seem to find it. But like, she's sort of sliding on the carpet and like almost like flapping her arms, almost like they're wings. I know it sounds weird, but again, makes such a great sound on the carpet. Very relaxing. And then a partner comes in and they do what looks like sparring, I guess. And you can see like it looks like the girl on the right is more on the offensive, and the girl on the left is more on the defensive. And it's really doing like really fast moves, and you can hear like sort of the blocking sounds, like whatever. It's just really relaxing as well, and like constant like feet swiveling. But I gotta say, like, this is very impressive. I don't know if this is a rehearsed, you know, sequence of moves. If it is, that's really impressive because there's a lot to memorize. Or as if they're just improvising, which is also impressive because they're going so fast. It's very impressive, as well as relaxing. And then, but as it goes on, it intensifies. So later on, let's see, around here, they start. Oh no, wait, not yet. You can see eventually they put on leg padding, and they start doing like really hard kicks and stuff like that. So yeah, I would definitely not want to get into an altercation with them. But at this point, it doesn't get as relaxing, or not relaxing at all, because it's a little bit too intense. But it's still fascinating to watch. So okay, I'm pretty sure that this one is gonna work for almost everybody. It's called How to Resolve Unable to Rename / Copy Audio File Error in Cam Studio and Record Longer Videos. It's uploaded by user Very Technical, and it was uploaded on August 6th, 2012. So this is an 8-minute video where this guy is showing how to fix some problem with this software, Cam Studio Recorder. And there's not really too much to say, but it's a pretty, straightforward video. But his voice is super, super relaxing. Just a very soft, relaxing, calm voice, and you hear like, mouth sounds and stuff like that. Not too much. I know not everybody likes mouth sounds, and he's not like doing it on purpose, obviously. But I just find this so relaxing, and again, I can watch this over and over again to this day, and it always works. And I can't remember. Yeah, I think you probably hear mouse clicks too, which are relaxing. Now, for some reason, a lot of people give this a thumbs down, or like 50% thumbs down, because they complain that it took too long for him to get to the point. But I'm like, geez, 8 minutes. Like, you can't wait 8 minutes. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. We have no more patience these days. But yeah, check this out if you want to get relaxed, or if you want to figure out how to resolve this problem in Cam Studio. Okay, this one is interesting. It's called Pantomime Lesson How to Moonwalk, and it is uploaded to a channel called Tokyo Mime City on May 7th, 2007. So this one's super old. It looks like it's 240p. Those are old school days of YouTube. And basically, this channel's all about miming. And basically, on this channel, they give you lessons on how to do miming. And they do demonstrations and stuff like that. And they'll teach you how to do some of this stuff, like, the typical stuff, like pulling an invisible rope and all that stuff, an invisible wall. And they're very good at it, by the way. But I think in this video, obviously, he's demonstrating how to do the moonwalk. Oh, by the way, if you watch this video, turn the volume down right away because the music is very, very loud. But anyway, the interesting thing about these videos is that there's no words, so they teach you how to do something without using words. She just uses like hand motions and symbols and whatever with her hands. So it's really interesting on how well you can communicate without using actual words, you know what I mean? So, and I think that's what gave me the tingles the most, and also the gracefulness with how she demonstrates this stuff. So, but I have to admit though, I don't get any tingles from this now at all, and I'm kind of like, it's hard for me to see how I did get tingles from this one, but I do remember getting big time tingles from this, and I'm watching this quite a few times, not just this video, but the other videos on this channel. Yeah, so check that out. That's an interesting one. I really doubt anybody will get tingles from this one, but for some reason it worked for me, at least for a while. Alright, this one is called Own Archives Warrior Awesome Day 3 on the Ultimate Warrior channel, uploaded July 17th, 2016. So this is the Ultimate Warrior, the wrestler. He died at least 5 or 6 years ago, maybe more. Probably more, yeah, more like almost 10 years ago, maybe, I don't know. And he, by the way, I have to mention that, yeah, he said some definitely stupid things in his life, some pretty awful things, but anyways, that's not what this is about, but I should just mention it. But anyways, so you'll see the date. I think he died before this, but he uploaded a bunch of videos and then deleted them. And then after he died, I think his wife or something uploaded them again. But anyways, this video is a series he did where you would just write down a positive message on a piece of paper without saying anything. Short videos, and he made like 5 or 6 of them, but I think I could only find like 3 or 4. I don't know, whoever re-uploaded them didn't re-upload all of them. But anyways, I have to wonder if the warrior actually knew about ASMR. But anyway, so what I find relaxing about these videos is the way he writes, the sound of the markers. Like, I'm a really big fan of writing sounds in ASMR, and the way he writes, it's almost like, when you sign your name and you sign it really fast because you signed it 1 billion times, and you can sign it fast and make it look pretty decent. Well, that's how he writes everything on this. He writes like kind of really fast, but it still looks good kind of way. I don't know, it's hard to explain, and the sound that it makes is just perfect. And then when he gets to the end, let's skip ahead a bit, he'll draw the warrior mask symbol that he always draws, and then he quickly writes he signs off on all this stuff as always believe. Wait, is that how he reads? Let's see. Yeah, always believe warrior. And he does that super fast. So anyways, this particular one says, hello warriors. The human being whose only habit is indecision will always be a miserable SOB. Get off your ass. Do it effing now. So yeah, these are interesting videos. Definitely very, very relaxing. I'm certain that this will work with many people, especially if you like writing sounds. I mean, it's very short, but very sweet as well. Short but sweet. Alright, and yeah, check out if you like this one. There's, like I said, there's a few other ones on his channel as well. Okay, speaking of wrestling, this is called TNA Our Truth. This is WWE Part 1.mp4, uploaded by Kofi Frenzy on October 18th, 2010. So this is Our Truth, the wrestler, and this is when he was in TNA, and he made a diss rap song against the WWE and John Cena. So it's pretty funny. He's in his car, and he's got the beat playing on the radio, and he's rapping over it, and this was like a preview of this new track he was working on. And like I said, he rips into WWE because this is when TNA went to Monday nights, so they're going head to head against WWE, and he's just ripping into them, and then he does a verse on John Cena, making fun of him and stuff. So it's pretty good actually. The beat is awesome. It's an pretty epic beat. The rhymes are actually pretty good too, as good as rhymes could be, I suppose, for a wrestling themed rap. But there's one part though where he says, he literally says, when he's talking about John Cena, he's like, "You smell like doo doo." Like that was literally one of the lines in there. So that was kind of questionable, but still, I don't really get tingles from this now. But I can see why I did, because Our Truth kind of has a natural smoky, raspy voice, and because he's in his car, he's not like talking too loud. So plus he's rapping like super fast. He raps really fast. So if you like fast ASMR, maybe you'll like this, but this probably won't work for most people, if anybody. And actually, there's a part 2, obviously, because that one's in part 1. So this one is basically just the same thing, but I mean, he sings different verses of the same song, and near the second half, it's all about John Cena. So you don't want to miss that. Even if you don't get even if you don't get ASMR tingles out of this, you'll probably get some enjoyment at least. All right, this one is called Jock Fresco. Introduction to Socio-Cyber Engineering. I think that's how you say that. Larry King, 1974. Uploaded to Jacques Fresco Foundation on December 28, 2011. So yeah, that's a video of this guy here on Larry King, and talking about how he comes up with all these designs about how to reorganize humanity basically into these different cities and all this technology to overcome the problems of overpopulation and pollution and stuff like that. So he has all these diagrams that he drew. So this is like a city with like gardens and stuff like that, and he goes into like all the explanations here. So each one of these domes is like a different city, and then there's like transportation tubes connecting them, and then in between there's like forests and stuff like that. So definitely interesting stuff. I think this was like an underwater one. Where is it? I think this is like a house of the future kind of thing, and this was like the ground outside would be solar panels, I think. Different houses and stuff like that. I don't know what that is. And this here was like I think some kind of large machine to suck the carbon out of the air or something like that. And a lot of these are interesting ideas, but more science fiction, because he thought that all this can be done within 10 years. which is really not feasible, but he definitely made some interesting predictions. Like, he predicted basically the internet. He's like, oh, instead of everyone having a record collection, there's going to be a central computer that you can access, music from. And then he's like, monitors are just going to be, like TVs are going to be flat and they're going to be on your wall or something like that. So, predicting flat screen TV. So, he definitely got some things right. The fascinating video, but for ASMR, I'm not sure why this gave me ASMR, and it doesn't work for me anymore. I did watch it a lot for ASMR purposes, but I remember, like, where is it? Like, here, Larry King would hold up one of these pictures, and then this guy would point to them and explain what was on the pictures, and I'm not sure why it worked for me, but it did for quite a while, so, still a fascinating video to watch. Okay, this is called Miracle Shammy, South Africa, by Mitchell G, and updated on June 13th, 2012. So this is, looks like it's a trade show or something where this guy's demonstrating this shammy, and it's pretty interesting. There's something fascinating about how this guy demonstrates it, not while he's able to, it's obviously just a pre-rehearsed demonstration that he's going through, and he probably did it 1,000 times, but I don't know, there's something really fascinating about it and convincing about it. It's like, damn, I want that chamois. I don't really need a chamois, but I want it. You know what I mean? So, and he has kind of a smooth, a bit of a smoky voice. He talks fast too, so that those things in combination, I think, I find really relaxing. This only works on me sometimes now. I have to kind of be in the right mood, but still, cool video to check out. Okay, this one's called Master Stephen Co. Healing Back Pain.mov, uploaded by Master Co. and on October 12th, 2012. And this is some kind of, natural healing thing where he says there's like energy cords or something coming out of people representing past trauma or something, I don't know. And he grabs the cords and he sometimes uses a crystal or sometimes he uses his hand to cut the cord. So he's healing this lady's back pain. And what I find relaxing about this, and yet still works on me a lot, is that he's wearing some kind of necklace or something. You can't see it, but every time he moves his hand quickly to cut one of the cords, it makes like a jingling sound, like a jewelry sound or whatever. And it sounds so good. Such a relaxing sound. It gives me a lot of tingles. So, actually, he has quite a few videos as well on his channel that give me tingles, but I think this is the best one. Let's see. Yeah, not too much more to say. Very relaxing. Oh yeah, and then he'll like grab the negative energy or whatever and throw it into like a bucket or like a bowl of salt water, I think. So yeah, just very relaxing stuff. There's a lot of talking, so the talking is not relaxing, but the hand motions and stuff are very relaxing, so give it a try. You might enjoy it. Okay, this guy, let me start here. So this guy here is, the video's called EFO in Daily Life by Mr. Jacuzzi, and uploaded on October 20, 2013, and he's demonstrating his martial arts technique, I guess, where he can like take somebody down without barely touching them, I guess. So he's this guy here, and then the bald guy, I don't know if my mouse cursor is showing up on the screen, by the way, and then this other guy walks in, and it's not real, it's just a demonstration, but he, pretending like he's gonna mug him, and then this guy on the left here is able to take him down. The takedown is supposed to be real, but it's not a real mugging, but he takes him down without like barely touching him, and the guy's like incapacitated on the floor, and then he does it like, in a few different scenarios in this hallway, and he's able to like barely touching the guy, and then the guy just like collapses, and then the guy just like what's his name, Mr. Juka just like walks on as if nothing happened. Then he does it again here, and the poor guy in the sunglasses goes down, and right here you can see. So then he does this thing twice in this video where the guy's on the floor and he sort of rubs his hand on the guy's like arm or whatever, and then up against the wall, like he's doing here, almost as if like he's putting an invisible piece of tape, like he's taping the guy to the wall or something, and that's what's restraining him. And that's one of the things I find very relaxing about this video, by the way. But not just that, it's like when they're sort of, what's the word, in the confrontation, you can hear like a lot of, the clothes sounds, clothing sounds, moving clothes, and, slight grunts, I guess, or I don't know what the word is, but slight vocal sounds from this guy who's, the guy with the sunglasses. So I don't know, it's a weird video, but it's pretty relaxing, and it still works on occasion for me. So check it out. Okay, this one you might be familiar with. I believe I found it on a playlist of unintended ASMR videos. It's called Super Mario 64 Hacking Part 2 by Yoshi Electron, uploaded on April 25th, 2008. And man, this guy has a very, very, very relaxing voice, just naturally. Very soft voice. Excuse me, I burped. I shouldn't do that. But there's like some natural lip smacking in there as well. And basically, it's a video where he's hacking Mario 64 in memory. So he's got, he brings up this memory editor. That's what to say. I guess he's got some special hardware to do this. I don't know, or I don't know if he's using an emulator. Not sure, but and you'll hack these memory addresses to do different things. Change some of the objects. I think there was a post here that he turned invisible. He shows a few different things. So he turns the signpost into Princess. He does a few different things, and yeah, like I said, his voice is very relaxing, and he's pretty funny too. He's pretty charming. He has that, he has a British accent. He's got a dry sense of humor, I guess. Maybe that's what you would call it. But anyways, very, very good video, very relaxing. He's got quite a few of these on his channel too, so check these out for sure. Pretty high chance that you'll get tingles from that. Alright, this one's called Leo Treatment Session, Nutrition Response Testing, West Seattle, Washington, and it is uploaded by High Point Health. I keep wanting to say upgraded or updated or whatever. Anyways, uploaded by High Point Health, and she's demonstrating some kind of technique, I guess, called nutrition response testing, registered trademark. And throughout the video, she's like, gently like pushing his arm a little bit, and she'll do like a body scan where she'll touch different parts of his body, like his heart, lungs, kidney, or whatever, and she'll say the part that she's touching, and then she'll get this little black thing, container, or whatever, and when she opens it, makes such a nice little sound. But anyway, she has all these files in there, and she puts them under his shirt or something. I really don't know how it works, but anyway, the bottom line is her voice is very gentle. She has a very gentle voice, and her movements and stuff like that I find very relaxing, and I can usually not always get this to work for me in terms of tingles, but definitely a very relaxing video, I think. Okay, this one's kind of weird. It is Matt Hardy in a jacuzzi. It's called Late Night Ramblings in San Jose Jacuzzi, uploaded by Matt Hardy Brand in March 23, 2010. So I used to watch this a lot, and I used to, watch Matt Hardy's channel a lot, even though I wasn't necessarily the biggest Matt Hardy fan. I found this channel interesting, and then for some reason this video gave me tingles. Just hit him in a hot tub talking about how 2010 is going to be his year, and how he's getting in the best shape of his life, and how he's going to reinvent himself, and how he has a lot of haters and doubters, but that just fuels his fire. And yeah, I find that, and that's kind of prophetic in a sense. Like, 2010 wasn't necessarily his year, but eventually he went to TNA and did the whole broken Matt Hardy thing, which it was him reinventing himself. You know what I mean? So, I wasn't really a big fan of that stuff, and I really didn't see too much of it, to be honest. But still, a lot of people liked it, so he definitely made a comeback of sorts. But anyways, I have no idea why this gave me ASMR. I can't even see why it would, and I get nothing out of it now. It might have been like the bubbles. You hear the bubbles in the jacuzzi or something like that. I don't know. It's kind of weird when I think about it, but anyways, I just thought I'd share that. It's kind of a funny one. Not a funny video, but just an odd thing to get tingles from. Alright, I think that's all of the unintended videos I will show for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and like I said, the links will be in the description, and if you want to check out any of these videos and let me know if they worked for you, that would be cool. And yeah, thanks for joining me today, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Bye-bye.